So meanwhile, we are live on Facebook also. Yep. So now maybe you can set that up. Yeah. Okay. So meanwhile, some people were sharing thoughts. Let me also scroll up. Somebody saying I'll discuss with my child. Somebody's even saying that I will say I'm sorry that you had to witness such a situation. Yeah. Um, yes, yes, yes. We got the request, so you are about to come. It's saying no answer from you. So can you just check? You have to answer in some way. No, no. On Facebook, it's saying you have to answer. It's saying no answer from the video guest. Yeah, yeah, now. Yeah, so from this experience, what can we learn? Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so let's come back to our situation. So somebody saying, I'm sorry that you had to experience this kind of uh, somebody saying I'll give loads of hugs. So this is one, I would say, normal or natural or whatever common way you know, interacting with the child. Now, let's see if we can go one step more. It is what I call as, let's say, seeing, first of all, let's see this experience as something which can be of an amazing value in terms of learning. Right, right. Till now, we are only thinking of, oh, I had a fight with the shopkeeper, then the child had to see me, so I should explain, or I should say sorry, or I should hug, and all that. But in underlying thought is that this experience wasn't a good experience. Yeah.
Correct.
Now what I'm trying to say is, let's see if we can see this as a good experience. By meaning good experience, I don't mean to say it was good for me. By good, I mean to say it is good from a learning perspective. Now, the moment we say that it is good from the learning perspective, what can we learn from this incident? Well, one of the things the child can learn is how to deal with conflicts, what to do when one is feeling angry, or one is feeling upset, or one is feeling that one has been put in a tricky situation. So what can I do? So let's look at it this way. If I go to the child when we come back and say, dear, whatever, dear son or daughter, how was I today? How did I behave today? How will you rate my whatever shouting or whatever behavior? If you were a consultant to me, if you were a friend to me, what would you advise? Or if you were in my place, what would you advise? How do you think I can be better in handling my emotions? And so on. You see, now I'm sure you will get 100 more questions. And all of these questions are going to help the child to learn about being in a social situation, handling emotions, and so on. There's a whole host we can go to. We can look, ask the child what can be, your alternate ways of dealing with such a situation. Now, please realize that in all of these, we are not giving any yarn. We are not even smoothing the child with hugs and all of those. We are only asking questions. And we are getting the child to reflect back on an experience that the child has just gone through. Although it wasn't to do with the child in this particular case. So the key word, if I want to leave the viewers with, is that the word is reflection. Can I ask questions which can help the child reflect? Yeah.
Reflect maybe on the entire scenario, reflect on the emotions, reflect on the behavior, reflect on any aspect maybe the child is focusing on. Is it
Absolutely.
something what you?
Yeah, you can even go crazy and say, was I appropriately dressed for an altercation? So you can go anywhere, right? You can reflect on anything, right? Isn't it?
True.
It
Yeah.
depends. So I'm even asking the guests who have joined us, if they have any incident to share. While
Yeah.
you can take over, Vishruti.
Seema has said something very interesting. I don't know, Seema Manchanda. That I'm sorry you had to witness mommy in angry mode, but it was important to do it. So I think what Seema is trying to say, the first half is very beautiful when she's maybe trying to say that I'm sorry that the child had to see mama in an angry mode. And the second half, she's saying that it was important to do it. So maybe I think now Seema is talking about her own feelings, maybe sharing with the child. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
there are so many others who have joined us. So I think whoever has seen the poster, they are absolutely aware. But somebody who has just joined us now, today we are talking about helping children learn from experiences. And
Yeah.
and experiences mean any kind of day-to-day experiences. So maybe whenever we are saying that kids are learning only when we are teaching them, that's something again we are addressing or questioning. That is it so, and that's why there are so many incidences in life which happens with kids. And जैसे कि me and Ratnesh, when we had a discussion, we were thinking if a child is baking cookie and if a child is very fascinated and happy about it, it's an experience, right, Ratnesh? So how
Yeah,
do we
yeah.
bring learning in this experience of baking cookie or feeling angry or feeling excited?
Yeah, so one of the things you can start with thinking before you ask a reflective question is, what do I want the child to think about? Let's say the child is right now baked cookies, so the child is more involved with baking cookies. So the child is thinking about how tasty they are, or how well they have come out, and is mama liking, or is my friends going to like, or so on, right? But what is it that you want to focus on? You want to focus on physics, on chemistry, on mathematics, on emotion, on visual. Okay, I can ask a question on any aspect, right? Uh, okay, somebody's saying Vishruti's voice is echoing. Okay.
On Facebook?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Okay, just one moment. Aiti, can you give me the other headphones? We'll try to solve that issue. Okay.
Yeah. Even in my case. Wait. On Facebook, just a second, guys.
Yeah, just one moment. Yeah. Is that better now? Vishruti, can you say something?
No, I don't think so, because I still have to put headphones here. Is it better now?
Yeah, I'm asking on the Facebook, is there still an echo, or is it better now?
Is it still an echo? Yeah, I have to speak something so you guys can hear me. I think, now it's fine. Is it okay now?
Okay.
So it looks fine, yeah.
Okay, great. Okay. So I was saying that, let's say in baking, there can be so many learnings in that, right? It depends on what you want to explore. It depends on what you want to talk about. If you want to talk about visual appearance, we can ask questions about how do you think they look? Would you like to compare them with cookies that come in a packet? How is it different? How is the texture different? How is the color different? Are you happy with it? Are you not happy with it? What would you like to change? And so on, right?
Yeah. And I think we can bring chemistry also, like which ingredient did what job in
Absolutely.
making the. So
absolutely. Vishruti, somebody is asking, what about screen time or TV? What will they be learning? TV, if they are watching a serial, if they're watching a cartoon show, again, it depends on what you want to talk about. You can talk about history, you can talk about geography, which city is this cartoon film happening. If the child says, I don't know, where you think it could be happening? Is it happening in India? Is it happening in our city? Is it in imaginary city? If this city was in Russia, how would it be? If this city was in Singapore, how will it be? And child says, I don't know where is Russia. Okay, let's see a video on Russia to see how Russia looks. Now you think it will happen in Russia or not? So one can, you see, go anywhere.
Yeah, true.
What the child is experiencing can be multiplied exponentially
and very importantly, by keeping questions very, very open-ended and letting the child come with thoughts. Till now, whatever I've said is literally questions. Yeah,
True, true.
I am not giving any gyan to him or her, but I am trying to take her experience of whatever, a movie or a baking of a cookie or dropping milk all over the floor or me fighting with a shopkeeper. Anything is good. Everything is
Yeah.
curriculum of life.
I know, I know. And I think the moment we start asking them questions, the moment we start hearing their answers, there are a lot many things which we also discover that this was already there in their mind in terms of kids' mind, and they have thought about whatever they are watching even on the screen. So Rajneesh, this brings me to my question, which I generally think about and try to address. My child is a Lego fan, big time Lego fan.
Hmm.
So he keeps
Hmm.
watching a lot of Lego even on the television. So
Okay.
whenever, even if he's after the screen time, the only thing he wants to watch is Lego. So how
Lego.
do I
Okay.
bring this screen time into, learning whenever he's watching experience, if we talk
So,
about?
so again, let's start with the question: what is it that you want to talk about? Let's start with that.
Ah.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about, what do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about, again, as I'm saying, physics? You want to talk about maths? You want to talk about how in olden days they didn't have Lego? Then how did they used to make things? How do
Yes,
children
history.
500 years back used to play house or building buildings or building things or whatever? And
Yeah.
how do you think your grandchildren will play?
Yeah. And I think if I think about all of this, then, for example, the moment you mention maths, maybe I can just ask him how many number of pieces will go in making this one thing. So
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
for a 5-year-old, 4-year-old, this can become a relevant question.
Yeah,
And
yeah, any
accordingly.
question. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can say how next time, how can you make it with half the number of blocks? The same thing.
Ah,
Now, I'm not saying there is an answer to that. Maybe that's a funny or a stupid question. Maybe he will turn around and say, "Mama, get lost." But see, we have put even and you should get lost. Okay. But the point is we have put a seed in his mind. And for all you know, whole time he'll keep on thinking, how will I do it with half the number of blocks?
yeah,
That's maybe, I'm not guaranteeing anything, but our
definitely.
job is to put the seeds. What germinates, what grows, what evolves into a big tree of learning or small plants of learning is up to the child, right? Finally, he's the real gardener of himself. We are there only to throw seeds, add water here and there, some fertilizer, and so on. Right? That's our job.
True.
Very minimalistic, but very interesting. Right?
That's
The
so
job
true.
of growing is with the child. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, if a child is going through a very agitated or angry experience, how
Hmm.
do we
Hmm.
bring learning even in their this kind of experience? For example, if they are getting frustrated simply because they are unable to do something, how do we
Yeah.
bring
Yeah.
learning in that too?
Maybe at that moment when that emotion is high, maybe that's not a good time. Right? Let the experience happen first. So let's say if he is having a fight with his neighbor over the car that he wants to play with or whatever, over anything, right? Let that fight happen. Let the whole thing happen. We don't have to do much there. But let's say the dinner time in the night. Let's say this happened in the evening, 4 o'clock. Now dinner
Yeah,
time, 8 o'clock. Okay, now everything is settled. Whatever things went back to whatever. Now is the time to talk about that. How was it? What did you feel? What did you think? How next time would you like to deal with this situation of frustration or fighting or whatever, without us trying to say that was bad, how you were fighting was bad, you shouldn't have used those words. The moment we start with a judgment, the moment we start saying this is good or this is bad, then it spoils the whole game, right? Then there's no
true.
reflection, then the child only feels terrible about himself or herself. But if we keep our judgments aside, we can use it on ourselves sometime later, those judgments. Let's just focus on the learning with the child. And if we can do that,
Yeah,
then there is so much to explore, right? You
I
can
know.
even get into mathematics. You can even say, okay, if you fought with each other for 18 minutes, if you would have fought for double of that, that is 36, how you would have fought, right? So now
How?
Right, so we don't have to look at fighting as bad or good or this
Yeah.
bad and good are best left in dictionary.
True.
They are not a, we don't need to get into it with our children. What we need to get with our children is the word called learning, and it's
Yeah.
there everywhere.
Yeah. And I
In
think
every
a lot
experience.
of, sorry. So a lot of time I feel that when the child is already done something which they are any which ways guilty of, after being angry and
Hmm.
throwing things any which ways the child is feeling I shouldn't have thrown it. And the moment I start saying that whatever you did was terrible, and the only thing I am doing is maybe increasing his baggage of feeling guilty more and more. And maybe
Right, right.
that may also lead him to more frustration or more anger simply because I have increased the guilt. I don't know, somehow
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
that whenever I'm behaving in certain manner with my child also. So,
Yeah, yeah. So
yeah.
that's the advantage of keeping it reflective, because then you don't come in with your whatever baggage
Yeah.
or beliefs or judgments, and that leaves the child a lot of openings to explore his own thoughts, his own emotions, and gives you a beautiful opportunity to observe the child, understand your child. If we actually ask him, so what do you feel about that incident, and he, let's say he says, I now feel I was very bad with my friend, let's say he says like that, then we have got a beautiful understanding that our child was already feeling bad about his own behavior,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
that's beautiful. Or he may say, awesome man, I should hit him next time. Then also I think even if he says
Yeah.
that, I will not jump in with saying that is wrong. I will just try
Yeah.
and see, oh, so I'm understanding that he still has a lot of emotions. He's maybe feeling overpowered, and I can connect with him and explore those feelings more. So whether it is feelings, whether it is physics, right? They're all the same.
They're all the same.
Yeah.
Maybe when the child is looking at a tree and maybe doing nothing, how do we bring a learning even in those experiences when most of the time parents complain that what if my child is saying I don't want to do anything in that day,
Hmm,
and
hmm,
maybe the
hmm.
child is sitting idle or maybe thinking or just doing nothing. How do we bring experience or let's say learning even in that experience?
Hmm. Meanwhile, do we want to ask if any of our guests would like to share any experience or any thought till now? So while we try and talk about doing nothing, which is
Yeah.
interesting by itself.
I think if
Yeah.
you guys have any questions, that is the best because I'm sure you would be having during the lockdown. Ratnesh and Aditi have gone crazy with lot of questions from parents, particularly with the screen time and all. We already talked about that. But if you
Hmm.
guys have any particular question, I think that will be great because I'm sure you would be having and you must be thinking whether to ask this question or no. So
Yeah,
please put
especially if you had, yeah, especially if you had an experience which you don't know now what to do about. And let's see how
yeah,
we can find gold in it. Yeah, gold buried in it. Yeah. So coming
yeah,
back to your question, meanwhile, Vishruti, if the child is doing nothing, well, first of all, the child unlikely is doing nothing. He's either thinking or dreaming
yeah,
or musing over something or just observing something. So the child is active, though may not look physically active, right? Or just brooding over something. And isn't it so? Again, perhaps at that moment, I will leave the child to continue to brood or muse or observe or feel terrible if he's feeling terrible. Okay, and then once that whatever episode is over, then or again, as I said, little later in the day, then I will again go back to that time and say, hey, that time you were doing this, or you were either thinking or feeling something, and what were you feeling? How were you feeling? Uh, Next time, would you like to do more of it, less of it? Would you like me to join with you if you are feeling something, or so on? The moment I keep the questions open and invite the child to reflect and think about it in many different ways, I'm sure the child will start sharing, and we can have a good time listening.
wow. So I'll just once again mention here today we are talking about helping children learn through experiences. And most of the time, if any experiences, once it is experienced, it is done. Um we don't really go back to that experience and talk about it. So here, I think Ratnesh and Aditi hasn't joined us but today, but Ratnesh from Arohi Life Education, they're the co-founders of Arohi, and he's talking about exactly how to help children learn through experience with reflection. Maybe once the experience is experienced, and
Yeah.
then when we talk about it to the child, or we just mention, or Rajneesh, if you can just mention about the different expressions also of a child, how do they express or how do they reflect? Maybe there are so many modes or tools that my daughter is 7 year old and she likes to do more craft work. Uma Devi is suggesting like paper creating and quilling, I think, her own bag. How can I guide her? Okay. She's 7 year old and she loves craft work. So how
Hmm.
Uma can guide her
Okay,
daughter?
so since you were mentioning how in different ways we can get to reflect. So let's take Uma's daughter example. So
Okay.
she's crafting. We can ask her later on, would you like to draw your feelings about crafting? Would you like to draw your design? So we can get her to draw, or we can get a soft toy in the picture and say, okay, here is your favorite. Let's say the teddy bear is called Mr. Teddy. What do you think Mr. Teddy thinks about your craft? He was watching you all the time, wasn't he? He was sitting next to you and watching you do all the craft. What do you think
Wow.
he thinks about your craft work? Right? So we can get a
Mm.
kind of a role play, a kind of an imaginative role play, which gets the children to have a voice. uh, because they are right now not talking as them, they're talking as Mr. Teddy, right? So you can
Wow.
bring in role play, okay, or you can bring the whole drama of an interview, like how we are doing a live session. They can do an interview where mama can become an interviewer from, okay, I am from ZTV or whatever, Aaj Tak TV or NDTV, and I want to take your interview, and things like that. Or we can also lead the child to just dream, okay, and go in a dream world. Okay, imagine your, let's say, your craft, whatever craft you are making, has come alive. Okay, now close your eyes and both of you are hand in hand going somewhere for a walk. Now
Wow.
imagine what you are talking to each other. Now here the child doesn't need to say anything to us. It's like an imaginary fantasy journey with whatever the child was doing. No
Wow.
expression required to us. So in a sense, we don't get anything to hear, but that's fine. The idea isn't that we should get to hear. The idea is that the child should get to think, because finally it's the child digesting his or her own experience. And like that, we can
Yeah.
create as many as many tools as you want to. uh, you can go ahead and say, what will you feed to this craft toy that you have made, or what you want to dress her up with, what you want to name her, and so on. The learning is
Wow.
endless. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
uh,
Viharas is saying my kid didn't do anything for long. How I initiate the learning. Uh,
Sorry, I
I
think
think,
your voice.
so Viharas has said that my kid didn't do anything for long. How I initiate the learning. I think Ratnesh already spoke about that. That if the child is not doing anything, maybe she's thinking, he or she is thinking, or uh, they are wondering, they are imagining, or they are
Yeah,
brooding, as you
dreaming. Yeah,
said,
yeah, yeah,
dreaming.
yeah.
So maybe once they are done with that, you can just reflect and ask your child what he or she was thinking or trying to experience, and maybe then the learning can begin. Sanjay has asked how to initiate
uh,
the concept of death to any child. My child
Oh,
has
that's
asked me to
wonderful
come.
question. Wonderful question.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So he,
I think I would say the easiest way is to relate it to TV or storybooks where somebody dies. It could be an animal dying. It could be anybody dying. Dying happens in the cartoon world all the time. People get
yeah.
squashed and smashed and so on, right? So we can very with younger children we can use these characters and talk about, ask the children, what do you think about it, what happens to somebody when they die, what would happen to this particular character. Let's say a character died in a movie or a cartoon show, so then you can relate to that. Or you can also relate to death in terms of things around you, let's say insects, even a mosquito, for example. Okay, we used a racket to
Killed.
smash a mosquito. Now, what happens to mosquito? Is that called a death? Is this same as a human being dying or an animal dying? So we can, the idea again is not to get a right answer. There is no right answer, I guess, right? The idea is for the child to realize that, okay, even a concept like death can be talked about. And when the child realizes that, gets into that openness, then the child can talk about actually any topic. The child gets
Wow.
comfortable talking about the uncomfortable things. And that's the
Yeah.
best advantage of reflection. Yeah.
True.
Okay.
I think
Archana is
Archana,
talking about, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
how does this expressions and experiences of alternate education work in the real world? I exactly didn't get the question. Did you get the
So
question?
Archana, so according to me, these expressions, the joy of reflection has got nothing to do with alternate education or the real world or any word. We are all the
It's
time,
very much real. It's very much real.
yes, we are all the time only in one world, which is real world, right?
Which
Even
real
when we
world.
are fantasizing, we are in real world of fantasy. Right. So
True, true.
let's not get into alternate education, school education, whatever education model you
Yeah.
prefer is fine. The point is that reflection can really enhance and enrich your learning. In fact, Vishruti, we are doing a program, we are scheduling, we have not fixed the date, but we are finalizing a program called Integrated Learning for Young Children. And experiencing and reflecting is one of the key aspects of that program. How do we do that in detail? So maybe people can check our Facebook or
Website, yeah.
Instagram page, and it'll get updated very soon. We're going to start in a week or 2 weeks time. We're just
Wow.
finalizing the date.
And I think here I would like to mention about Jagriti also, which is a program run by Arohi, that is Ratnesh and Aditi. And there's a question how to plan our time schedule so that we can facilitate kids' plan or interest. I think there are a lot of questions of yours which will easily be not, let's say, not answered, but will definitely be addressed at least in Jagriti. And you can visit arohilife.org, that's the website, or Arohi Life Education on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Now our presence is everywhere. So you guys can just go and check it out. The Jagriti is any which ways on this date, and you can join from anywhere, or otherwise you can join the next batch also. And I think
Yeah,
Jagat
yeah.
is more about addressing all your queries of parenting, child learning, child behavior. No, I think it covers everything on this earth. You and your child and your family and your society and everything under this one roof. So you should definitely figure. Whoever is asking me, I think Rachna has asked me a question. Anuj also has asked me a question. Um, just real, huh?
I think
So, huh.
yeah, Anuj is just reinforcing that this is real world. Yes, this is indeed real world. Thanks, Anuj. Yeah.
So
Uh,
Nitya is looking forward to this program. We all are. We always look
yeah.
forward to any program by Arohi. So yes. Rachna is saying in 10th grade too, can we give kids option of giving boards or no?
I
Your
can't
choice.
hear.
I
Yeah.
think
So
it's
I would,
fine,
yeah. Yeah, I would request,
but
see, tomorrow we have a webinar on open learning, people or alternate education, as some people call it. We call it unschooling or open learning. So I will request you to just visit our website and sign up for that. And there you will meet a family. You will meet a boy called Sahil and his mom. And Sahil has not given 10th. He's now around 20 years. He has not given 10th, 12th. He's not been to college. He's already working in an advertisement agency. He's totally enjoying his time. He's an avid photographer and adventure sports enthusiast. So I think your question about 10th, best person to answer is Sahil and his mom rather than me just answering them. So we invite you to sign up
tomorrow's
for the
webinar. Yeah.
webinar tomorrow. Yeah, it's 3 to 4. You will find the details on our website as well as on Facebook and Instagram.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we'll again be live on next Friday with new subject, but of course you guys can come up with your question no matter which subject it belongs to, because we talk about all the subjects.
Yeah, I was
So
thinking, Vishruti, that because next is on 14th and 15th is our Independence Day. How about we talking about not independence? Independence we have sung for so long. Now it's time for interdependence. And how do we
wow,
help children understand that life is not about independence, life is not about dependence, but about interdependence, about living it together with
wow,
anybody and everybody. How about
wow.
that as a theme for next time?
It's a brilliant idea. Nothing like this. I think it can't be more beautiful than this. So let's log this. For the next week,
Yeah.
14th of August, before
Wish.
independence, we are going to talk about interdependence. Not only in child, even in our lives, I think you will always relate it with like that. So
Yeah.
thank you so much. Yeah.
Vishruti,
Come,
you've
please, Aditi.
invited
Hi,
Raj
hi,
to.
Aditi.
Hi, hi, hi.
We always
Yeah.
miss you, you see, when we don't see you.
I, I'm the back. I'm the back voice.
Yeah, that's okay, but share, please.
No. Yeah, no. I just wanted to invite Raj. I think she wanted to share her experience of your conversation last time. If Raj is still there, I'm sorry, Anuj. If she's
Anuj,
still
yeah, yeah.
there, yeah.
Anuj, are you there?
Yeah, I think there
Anuj,
is a
if you're
correction of
there.
timing. Yeah, the timing of the webinar tomorrow is 4 to 5:30. Uma Devi is correcting me. Thank you, Uma Devi, for mentioning that. Yeah, we are changing the timing
Thank
to
you,
little
Ma.
later in the evening on request from different people. So it is 4
Yeah.
to 5:30. Yeah, Anuj is there,
And
I
I
think.
think Anuj is there, yeah. So
Yeah.
should I leave Instagram? She is there on Instagram. So I should leave Instagram. Anuj, would you like to join and just share? Should I do that? Yeah. She can send you the request. Anuj, how do I come in live? You would get a mark saying that you would like to join. So maybe in the beginning you can just scroll up in once you join.